man. Leeds United fans, give us a call. Let us know what this season is success for you guys out there. Great finish to the season last year, finishing 9th. All right.
That's nice, though.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
I can just shut up.
This is lovely.
I think that was his subtle way of saying, shut up, Jordan. Let's play some good music now. Listen, we'll have some more Sade throughout the show, no doubt. Yeah, Leeds fans, give us a call, 08717 223344. I'm really keen to hear from Leeds fans and hear what you guys think is success, and also from rival fans. Are Leeds another team that actually, if you're not watching your own team, you might put them on, you know? Where are Leeds at? I watch a Leeds United game because last year there were a handful of games that I felt dirty doing it, but I did watch Leeds United. Let's speak to Frank. Let's get Frank on the line, who's a Spurs fan. I'm really keen to hear what you think. Good evening, Frank.
Good evening, Johnny. You all right?
I'm very good, pal. I'm very good. Are Leeds your guilty pleasure?
Do you know what? Anyone who puts a shift in is my guilty pleasure. I think a team that works at 100% work rate, 90 minutes or 85, whatever it is, it's definitely my guilty pleasure. It's my sort of game. So I thought they were great last year, and I think Calvin Phillips showed it in the Euros. I thought everyone had a bit of and ahhing about him starting, and I think he really showed that desire and work rate will work over skill and name at any day of the week, and I think he showed that, and I think the whole Leeds squad showed it last season. I really do. I think they really made a good account of themselves.
Yeah, there's an honesty about the way Leeds United set up, isn't there, Frank?
Yeah, 100%. I actually had when Leeds went up last year, I had a tenner on Leeds getting into Europe.
Oh, no way.
Well, I did, honestly, yeah, because I thought they're going to do it. My good mate's from Leeds, and he goes every week, and I had to go to Tottenham every week, so we were having a bit of a scuffle about it. But I just heard Leeds last year over Tottenham, actually, which is a bit of a horrible thing to say. But I think this year, if they're looking at the same sort of spaces again, I don't think they'll be gutted. I think Leeds will be in the Prem for a long time to come, and I don't think they should get above their station. I don't think they should be looking into the Europa League or anything like that. But I do believe that Leeds will be a wrecking force like back in the day when they had Viduka and Harry Kewell and them sort of boys. I do think that they're going to sort of stay around.
Yeah, I mean, it's only the first season back, and there's always that fear. Cheers for the call, Frank. There's always that concern that, this what you hear about second season syndrome. And look, if Leeds plan and prepare properly for this season, there's no reason why they have to struggle in their second season. But we've seen examples of other teams that have come up on fire, had a really good first season, and then struggled in the second season. Sheffield United being one of them. But then you can say Wolves. Wolves finished 7th twice in a row on their returns to the Premier League. So, I want to know from Leeds fans what they need, what they feel they need now to make sure that they can consolidate another top 10 finish and do well again. Because I think that if they have the right attitude again, they add a bit of quality, I don't see any reason why they can't why they can't have another successful season. Interesting hearing from Frank, they talk about Calvin Phillips. I think he was almost the emblem and the symbol for Leeds United. He was almost like the present to the rest of English football that we've had a great season and that's been encapsulated by Phillips at the Euros. I think he was a credit to himself and credit to his football club as well. And I think he surprised a lot of people at how good he is. But I'm sure Leeds fans and yourself, you weren't surprised at all because you knew how good he was.
Not in the slightest. He's been absolutely fantastic since the very first day Marcelo Bielsa walked in the door. 3 years ago. Calvin Phillips was playing in the Championship with Bielsa in the very first game, and when you compare the first game that Bielsa came in to the last game before he came in, the performances were complete chalk and cheese. Like, I thought it was going to be another mediocre season in the Championship, finishing mid-table, if that. But Bielsa came in and just brought Calvin Phillips' game on. He brought Liam Cooper's game on. There's so many players that are part of the core of Leeds United who Marcelo Bielsa brought in and improved their game tenfold. It's no surprise to me that that Calvin Phillips has been one of the standout performers for England, and Patrick Bamford's been linked with England as well, and one or two others, So keep an eye out for these boys. Keep an eye out for them.
Let's go to Matt, the Leeds fan. Good evening, Matt.
Hi guys, you alright?
We are good, mate.
How's it going?
What's a good season for Leeds next year? And are you sensing that rival fans are reluctantly starting to like you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care what the other fans think about Leeds, to be honest.
There we go. There we go.
I just before, so I don't care now. What I want to say is, first of all, pleasure to speak to Jermaine Beckford. Absolutely brilliant player.
Cheers,
One of my
brother.
heroes. I'm not that young, sorry, but he's still my hero.
Oh, thanks,
yeah,
brother.
I love watching you play. Fantastic. As for this season, I think the top half finish is realistic again. A couple of players here and there, maybe another centre mid, and possibly another winger or a striker, just to give Bamford a little push. I think a couple of players probably will. Rodrigo, I think he'll definitely be a bit better this season.
Yeah.
I think a upper mid-table finish to top half, I think is realistic, because there's a lot of teams spending a lot of money. I think we've spent wisely. I mean, I like Ben White as well. I saw him play the last couple of seasons, but we got Llorente and Koch for that money, and I think we invested well in those two.
Do you have any concern, Matt, about losing Calvin Phillips?
Not this season, no. I think we have to keep improving steadily, and because otherwise, unfortunately, the money talks in football, and you couldn't fault him for giving us such many good years' service. But ultimately, if we're still improving, I think he's loyal and he would stay as long as we were still progressing. And whilst we've got Bielsa in charge and whilst we're still invested in the team, I think there's a good chance we'll keep him for another year or two. It's just how much longer we can keep improving without spending the silly money that the top 5 or 6 seem to.
Just briefly, Matt, what was your favourite Beckford moment?
It's probably a goal against Man United, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a big goal.
Absolutely. I mean, I did see him play the blinder. I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me well, I was at Ellen Road for an Oldham game. We went down to 9 men and Beckford ended up on the left and he absolutely tore him apart. I think we lost 3-1 and we were terrible. But Beckford was still awesome, and he absolutely tore him apart down the left-hand side. They couldn't get anywhere near him.
Of course they could. It's Jermaine Beckford. Matt, listen, cheers for the call, pal. These fans,
mate.
keep your calls coming in. 08717 223344. What is success for your club next season? You are listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with Bet365, connecting sports fans across the globe to every game that matters. 18+, begambleaware.org.
The Sports Bar with Andy Goldstein and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday night from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.